All right, Cheetah, thank you. This year, getting ready for a potential hurricane requires some extra steps. Janelle Bluda connects the dots on how COVID-19 is changing storm prep.
Preparing for a hurricane is never easy. Preparing during a pandemic is even worse. So how do you stay safe from the storm and coronavirus? Let's connect the dots. First things first, this may not be your first rodeo, but this one will definitely be different. Evacuation routes, evacuation zones, and shelter sites are all being reevaluated thanks to the pandemic. So don't assume information will be the same as in years past. Check now to find out what has changed. One of the biggest problems during a pandemic hurricane is shelters. Most shelter sites are reducing capacity to prevent the spread of coronavirus. Leaders are encouraging residents who have to evacuate and have the resources to go to a hotel instead of a shelter, leaving limited space to people without resources. No matter where you go, you will need to bring your personal protective gear with you, and that means changes to your emergency preparedness kit. Now, instead of just bottled water, extra batteries, and extra cash, you will also need hand sanitizer, face masks, and personal hygiene supplies. For ease of mind, you may want to pack some cleaning supplies in case of evacuation. This is expected to be a busy hurricane season, so preparing now could really pay off. Connecting the dots, I'm Janelle Bluda for H-Town Rush.